Hi friends, it is Sunday, May 18th. Yesterday we had a market. Unfortunately, I didn't vlog a lot of that market because it was crazy. The weather was insane, so we had crazy winds and it was super cold out of nowhere. So it didn't go as planned. So you're gonna see that in this vlog, and then you're also gonna see um, two other markets. So I think I'm gonna do 3 markets in one video, just because they're kind of small. So you're gonna see this small little um, market that I had yesterday, and then the second one is going to be an adult book fair, and then the third one is going to be one that's on a Thursday, and I'll get more into details with these markets, but yeah, that's what you're gonna see in this vlog. We are on our way to the market. We are all packed up. I'm not excited for the weather though, and I'll show you what it looks like in a little bit. Let me turn the camera. It's very windy out, so I hope that it's a good day for this market. So we are here at the market, but it is insane. Like, the wind is so crazy today, and I will flip the camera over in a little bit, and I hope you can hear me. But this is what we have going on so far. So this is all I could come up with just to defeat the wind. But even then, it's like insane. So I had to put my mugs in this little crate thing, and then my mug rugs in here, otherwise they're gonna fly out. And then I'm just hoping for the best with my book sleeves. I do have books in here. I did think about putting books in there, so that was good. That's the only thing that's holding them down. And then some of my crochet stuff is in here. But this is literally like all I can come up with. And we have all this open space here. So we're not even a 10 by 10, unfortunately. But we're just gonna do what we can. My husband convinced me to stay here. Just like insane. I don't know if I can even show like how the wind is going. Like, the wind is nuts. Like, look at how it's moving. It's so scary. So yeah, we're just gonna hope for the best, and I hope everything goes well and it's busy. So now what I'm going to do is unpack everything that I had for yesterday's market. We won't have another market for, I think, a couple weeks. Like I said, it's June 1st. But we have another one, and that is, oh, that's in like, yeah, 2 weeks. I'll just say 2 weeks. So yeah, we're gonna unpack. I'm not super excited to unpack just because I kind of have a mess in my office. So I have this bin of fixtures. This one's very full, and that almost fell. Let me organize these really quick. In this bin, I'm going to put like riser type of fixtures. So I have this one. I have these. These are also risers. These are a 3-pack. There's another one. This is nothing. That shouldn't be there. And then for shelving, I think, or not shelving, but like things that have height to it, I think I'll also keep them in here. Go like that. And then I have this thing. I'll put it like this. So there's that bin. Now this one. This one actually should go here too. Okay, so for this one, I want to put my kind of like bin type of things or crates. So I'll put this here. Honestly, it's not gonna fit, but I'll just do what I can. Should have just kept it the way that I had it. Then this can go in there too. Okay. All right, now let me bring the other bin down. This one is a little sketchy, so I'm gonna be careful with it. Okay, and then in this bin, I kind of have like the flat top stuff. So this actually I can take out. Take this out. What did I say this was? I think I said that this was like a flat for like little like things like this. I don't really know what to call them. Things like this. So that's what I have in here. This I might be able to lay flat. There we go. So that's what's in this one. And I think that's all that I have. This is where I store them all. It's not the greatest, but it'll work for now. So like I said, I gotta find a spot for this one. So I think I'm gonna put this one up here. Doesn't really make sense up there, but it'll just have to go up there for now. And then this one should have brought my step stool. So then this will go out to the garage. Bin. So now we have another bin. So let's open this one up. Here is my lovely shop sign. I'm gonna put this on my wall. I think that's centered, right? Yes. All right. Now I have to put my mystery boxes away. So I'm All right, so let's talk about yesterday's market. Yesterday's market was from 9 to 2. When we got there, we knew exactly where to go, super easy to pull in. They gave us a map beforehand. They had a map, like one map at first, um, before the weather got crazy. And I was going to be in a really good spot. Um, and then the weather got really bad. So they changed it like the day before. Um, and they sent us a picture. I saw my spot and I was like, oh, that's not like where I would like to be. So my spot was like right in front of a greenhouse, which is fine. But it was right behind a food truck. You couldn't really see my booth or where I was. So that was a little bit of a bummer. There was generators, so there was a food truck or coffee truck and then a food truck on the other side. So their generators were super, super loud. Then when we were set up with the booth and everything, or the canopy, we had like, how do I want to say it? So here's the backside. We had like this much, no, it was bigger. We had like this much open space. It was actually probably bigger than that. Of like wind coming towards us. Um, so we didn't put our tables on that side. We had to go all the way towards the end where the greenhouse was covering. Um, so I wasn't able to do the table setup or booth that I wanted to do originally. So that was unfortunate, but we did what we could. It started getting crazy. All of my stuff was just getting knocked over. Um, so I have like, or I make scrunchies, crochet things, things like that. So it's really light. Um, I did have mugs, but that was probably the heaviest thing I have in my inventory. Otherwise, it's like book sleeves, like I said, scrunchies, crochet things, punch needle, mystery boxes. That's what I had. And so they were falling over. So were my fixtures. That's how strong the wind was. Um, as we were setting things up, I stopped and I told my husband, I think we should go because it was so bad. Um, and then he's like, let's just stick it out. Let's just stick it out. Let's just do it. And so I went with what he said and we stuck it out. I wasn't dressed for the occasion. They did email us and told us to dress warm, but I just assumed that I could take it, that I would be fine. No, that was not the case. I had a sweatshirt, leggings, and some Vans on. I was not gonna cut it. Um, my feet were freezing. I thought I was gonna get frostbite. And then my face was like super cold. So my husband stepped out to go and grab me a coat and some boots and some socks, another pair of socks, so that I wouldn't freeze. I was trying so hard to think warm and not freeze my butt off. Um, I would go in and out of a greenhouse to warm up. Like I said, this is completely my fault. I should have prepared better for this. Um, he came back, brought my stuff, and I felt so much better instantly. Um, and then traffic was picking up. It was good. My customers did keep saying though that I got a bad spot and that the wind was right there and that they couldn't hear me. So that that really sucked. All I can do now is just laugh. But otherwise, I did make the sales that I wanted to make, so that was really good. Non, I think on a like better day, I could have made more sales. I did make booth feedback, so that was good. And some more, so that was awesome. I will tell you the orders that I got, and what each of them had. So let's start with the first one. And just keep in mind that I got a total of 6 orders. It's not a lot, but I am grateful for whatever I get. I like I said, I did make booth feedback and I made what I wanted for that day. Did I want to make so much more? Of course, who wouldn't? But I'm grateful for what I had, and I'm just so happy that market season is here. Um, and I really loved that market. It was so good. Just the weather. That's it. So yeah, let's get back to the orders. I don't know why I went on that little thing. Okay. So um the first order that we got was a mystery box. So they got a mystery box, and then the second one was car coasters. They ordered frog car coasters. The third one was a purple scrunchie, one of our satin ones, and cow print car coasters. So that was the third one. The fourth one, they ordered a crochet concha in white. So that was that one. And then the next one, they ordered a pink crochet concha and a purple and light pink crochet heart cake. So they ordered that. And then the last one, they ordered red heart heart coasters. So that was the orders that I got. I will be showing the next market, which is June 1st. That one's going to be an adult book fair. So that one's strictly just book sleeves, bookmarks, anything book related. So like I have like a treat my shelf mug, so I'll have that. Things like that is what's going to come with me for that market. And then the next one will be just like a regular market. I don't want to say it's a night one, but it's kind of like later in the day. I think it starts at 5. So I will also be filming that one. I wanted to show you what my table is going to look like at the adult book fair. So this is what I have in mind. I have to iron out the tablecloth, but otherwise this is what I have going so far. So this bin obviously isn't going to be there, but I will have like a crate there, so that's just there in the meantime. My crates are out in the garage, so I just want to, or I didn't want to go and grab it, so I just did this. But anyway, so we have mugs, we have book sleeves, and then over here we'll have bookmarks. So it's kind of empty right now because I'm waiting on the decals for the bookmarks, but this is what I have going so far. It's nothing too crazy, but lots of bookish stuff for sure. I have an order to pack. One of the items is here. I just thought that I would vlog it. And then they also got these coasters here. So I'm gonna put that in with the order. Good morning. We are heading to the bookstore this morning. I'm going to restock my stuff. So I'm gonna do car coasters and then scrunchies. So yeah, we are heading over there. It's gonna be 2 hours, I think. Hi friends, I just got back from the market, so the adult book fair, that's the one that I had today. And today is still Sunday, so I just got home. That market was a 2-hour drive there and a 2-hour drive back, so 4 hours in total. I have done this market before, so the first one I had with them was another adult book fair. That was the first one. That one went really, really good. And then the second one, we did a spring market. That one was not so good. And then this last one was another adult book fair. It was okay. So I did make booth fee back. I doubled my booth fee. I would have liked to triple it, but I will take what I can get. Would I do this market again? Probably not, for a couple reasons. So one of them being that it is way too far. For example, like this one was only 3 hours and the traffic wasn't enough, or wasn't a lot. So it just wasn't really worth it. So yeah, anyway, so that was one of them. So the distance was just too far. Second reason, traffic there wasn't a lot of traffic like in the first one that I went to. So the third one being promotion. So there was a lack of promotion, at least for me. So the first one that we signed up to was the first adult book fair. We did not get posted. I did send my picture that I wanted posted, and that was not posted, so I had to post something myself. Not a big deal, I did it anyway, but I just assumed that since they wanted a picture that they would post. They did post other people or other vendors, but they did not post mine. I let that one go though, so I was like, okay, that's fine. Then goes the next one, which is the spring market. same thing there. We were not posted. I had to post my own. And then this recent one, so this one for today, once again, we were not posted. But it seems like not everyone was. It was just like maybe 8 out of the 12. I don't know, I could be wrong. Anyway, so we do have one more market that I'm gonna put in this vlog. I really hope that this one is a lot better than the last one. This one is going to be 45 minutes away, so not too far. This one is going to be outdoors by a river, so I think it'll look super cool. I will make sure to vlog that. This next one we'll probably just have a 6-foot table and the bookshelf. And yeah, and then Saturday's markets will be its own vlog, because that one is going to be an interesting day for sure. So yeah, I will see you in the next market. For the market on Thursday, the booth fee was only $12. I was able to get an early bird sale, so that was cool. We made booth fee back, so that was awesome. We got 3 sales, which was fine because the environment topped that. I did not care about the sales. I was just happy to be there. And it was on the Minnesota River, so it was very lovely. I loved the energy. It was a little rainy, but not a big deal. That day we got 3 orders. So the first one was at 5:16. The market started at 5. We got a crochet lavender in light purple and a crochet carnation in light blue. That order was super cute. It was a boyfriend buying for a girlfriend, so that was super sweet. The second order was at 5:51. We got an order for a crochet cherry keychain. And then the last order was at 6:54. The market ended at 8. We got another crochet cherry keychain order. So the last market that I had in this vlog was Makers on the Minnesota Market in Granite Falls. That was only 45 minutes away from us, so it wasn't too bad of a drive. When we got there, we were able to set up wherever we wanted. I wanted to set up all the way on the other side of where we were. That was not going to happen because people were already set up. I think people started setting up at like 1. So I know that for next time, to get there earlier. So there was that side, and then there was like a spot where all the music was, like in the middle, and like food. And then there was the other side where I was. There wasn't very many vendors on my side. Finally pick a spot, and I'm glad that we picked the spot that we did because the spots were filling up fast. It was kind of crazy, but anyway, it was a little overwhelming at first trying to figure out where to find or where to like put up our tent or a canopy. I wish that we were given booth numbers or spots, or like they were assigned to us. I wish that that was the case, but it wasn't. I do like though that you can pick your spot and it's first come first serve, but I am kind of annoying and I like to have like a map of where we are going to be and a map of like where everything is. Um, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. The market was only $12 to get in, so it wasn't terrible. Um, so we were set up. Our booth neighbors were really nice. And it was a little rainy. It was kind of like sprinkling. But we were under the canopy, so it wasn't a big deal. And then um all of the customers, all of the guests were super sweet. We loved the environment there. Um we had been a little what's the word I'm looking for? Not overwhelmed, but discouraged. Because the last couple of markets that we've had have not been the greatest. Have not been the greatest like numbers wise, but also like environment wise, like either due to the weather, um, poor communication, or like unfriendly people. But anyway, that was not the case at this one. Everybody was super sweet, super nice. They loved all of the products that we had out, so that felt really good. The best seller in this market, I would say, was um, crochet flowers and keychains, which I'm sure you heard. But it was just really nice to see like the crochet flowers moving, because and I do mention this in the next video, um, but the crochet flowers were not really moving for like I don't know, I started making crochet flowers August, September. They weren't really budging at all. Well, I don't want to say that. There was a couple of orders for crochet flowers, but I was just shocked to see that they weren't moving as much as I thought they would. And then you'll see in the next vlog that that was a whole other story, which is exciting. But I was just happy to see people like really loving the crochet flowers and the crochet stuff. In this vlog, these markets didn't do too well, and I at first I wasn't gonna post them. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I was thinking about not posting them, but then it's not realistic. So I was like, you know what, it's fine. Everybody goes through something like this. And I want to show like the real things that happen as a business owner. So um I'm gonna keep it 100% with you. I was not very happy with these markets. Well, the last two markets. This one that I told you was fine. I was not too pleased with the first two markets, but even before that, I wasn't super happy with those either. I'm just I just want to be able to share this with you, and be, I don't know if vulnerable is the right word, but just keep it real with you. I just want to keep it real with you, that not every market is going to be amazing. All right, so I'm going to close out this video now. If you're still watching, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. If you could please comment a sparkle. Let's comment a sparkle. Um, like a sparkle emoji in the comments below if you're still watching. I will see you in the next video. The next video will also be a market video. I promise I will post different stuff eventually. It's just these markets have just been coming back to back. So yeah. Well, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Thank you again. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.